The day ended up being very inspiring because this barn is one of the coolest houses I've ever seen, and I got a full tour of it. But that's not how the day started. I had rented a U-Haul for the delivery, and when I got to the U-Haul at 7:35, they weren't open. Even though the sign said, and the website said, and the Google page said, and everything else said that they would be open at 7 a.m. I called the location, and eventually it went to U-Haul corporate. I let them know that I had a reservation, and I let the to pick up person the trailer who I at was speaking 7:30 with a.m. It was know that I had a almost 8, reservation for a and U-Haul trailer, I would be and taking I would the be trailer taking the whether trailer or not there whether was or not an an employee employee showed up to The assist me person in was the very process. angry and demanded that I And wait I for was someone relatively to certain arrive. that I would be I leaving told her that I would without wait 2 minutes. interacting with the Someone U-Haul did show up employee within directly 2 minutes, beforehand, and but at the last minute, someone he did assumed show up. that I was returning the trailer, And assuming so that he I was unhooked returning the trailer that I had already hooked up to and my gave me a truck, thumbs up, rather than leaving I with drove it, off and felt a moment of panic when I unhooked realized the there was no trailer behind me and gave me the I had thumbs to up. turn around and I come took off. back. The day got a little bit better at the And had to come Sunoco right station, which had A pleasant sub part of the day that was better than was anything getting you get this at any delicious chain sub at a random restaurant. Sunoco station on the way. Once I arrived, I backed in up the snowy, narrow drive and opened up the trailer, which I had checked several times along the way, to find the antique cabinet well protected and ready to be delivered. The couple and their dog was absolutely lovely, and this completely changed my day, which had started with so much negativity, both in the experience of arriving to find that U-Haul was not open and ready for me, and the anger and frustration and second guessing of that response that I felt on the drive up.
That's like your paid gantry.
Okay.
So obviously it's not usable now because of all the joists we had to put in, so
Yeah.
the whole wooden belly. But I like used that whole gantry system to flip all the joists and everything. Like we use it as a free. So, yeah. It's kind of crazy, like in the bucket left.
My customers soon felt more like hosts as they gave me snacks for the journey back home and a full tour of the barn that they live in, which they mostly renovated themselves. I found this incredibly inspiring and a testament to what can be done with a little vision and a lot of hard work. Even the original nails were left in the original beams that were incorporated into the barn as they turned it into their home. I left feeling like these are the types of experiences that I want to have more of as I grow my business, and the types of people who I want to make connections with along the way, specifically by delivering unique and sometimes antique items that this type of person would be interested in purchasing and having transported. On the way back, I tried to bring myself back to my roots when I started this business, with the intention of staying focused on getting jobs done and making money, but also enjoying the journey along the way and keeping myself stress-free and mindful of the adventure that I have embarked on and enjoying the process. Just as I left the peninsula north of Traverse City, the weather really started to pick up, and that continued all the way on the drive home. The wind was intense and the snow kept getting heavier and heavier. I was glad that I had a truck with four-wheel drive, and despite the fact that many people say four-wheel drive does not help with forward traction and staying in your lane, it most certainly does. It does not mean that you can drive unsafely on wintry roads, but especially when towing a trailer, it can definitely help keep the vehicle moving in the right direction. All four wheels spinning and pulling the vehicle forward or the direction that you intend to go. All in all, this was a lovely day, and even the weather did not get to me on the way back down, because I had been reminded that it's all part of the adventure, and everything that happens along the way only makes the story better in the end.